Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to On the Hill. I'm Kurtis Chow. In the face of a downturn economy, students are weighing in. Does the cost of a post-secondary degree justify the opportunities that it should provide? Sebastian Nguyen has the story.
$27,000. That is the cost of an average bachelor's degree for a BC student. In light of recent economic developments, tuition fees have been steadily on the rise, which leads many students to question, is it worth it?
No matter what job you can get with that bachelor degree, it will never match what you actually spent during your education.
Overall, Canadian student loans are projected to exceed the $15 billion mark. But this is not just in covering tuition fees alone.
So every term I get roughly $6,400 for that term. So I spend that on rent and my education.
Students in BC are in a more dire condition than any other province, with the highest interest rates across the country at 2.5%. How did this happen? Simon Fraser Student Society representative Kevin Zhang gives an insight.
The government originally had a core funding per student, and for the past 20 years, this core funding has remained the same. And obviously, that is no longer enough for students. What happens is the government is basically borrowing these money at prime rate and lending it to students at a higher rate, and we don't think that's fair.
However, are there options for students to avoid this fate? Manoj Bhakdan believes so.
They should also recognize that for student loans, it's not going to cover everything. So they have to think about budgeting for things outside of what you get normally with a student loan. You may think about other opportunities to apply for, such as scholarships, awards, bursaries, work study. You may even have some savings. There may be some opportunities for you to get some money from parents or even just working.
BC eliminated its student grant program in favor of a loan reduction program that may reduce a huge portion of their debt by the millions. However, it can only benefit students with certain degrees who are willing to work in specific parts of the province.
But the question is, how long will it take these students to repay their debt? And how is this affecting them now and in the future? Sebastian Nguyen, On the Hill.